That's good. I just updated the code.
Is it facing, this way?
Yeah.
Huzzah! All right, so hopefully everyone hit it.
Well,
It dumped everybody out of chat.
No, it needs to turn the other
So
way.
hopefully people hit refresh and we get everybody back.
Why is this so dang tight?
In the meantime, I will try to update the admin site.
Oh, well, we'll need to get it off at some
Why
point.
is Megistics asking me to log in every time I go back in?
Something new with the latest update. Because now it asks if I'm a robot every time too.
The CAPTCHA.
But I think it's good because
there's
maybe
this
eliminate
stupid
more of the spam.
Tor thing that won't go away.
Oh, just hit end tour.
Okay.
It's called tour.
Doesn't
not
go away.
Tour.
Right, but it doesn't go
Do you
away.
like this?
Just says error.
Oh, weird.
Can you try updating the Megistics one?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Let's see if we start getting. All right, people are back. Okay.
It's
Yeah, I'm real tilted.
yeah, I don't know.
Patrick, can you come fix that?
Yeah.
One of the legs needs to go up.
No.
No.
Whoop.
There we go.
No. Here you go.
Whoop.
This guy right here.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're good. Sorry about that, guys. Came in this morning. We used our webcaster yesterday for something else. It was working perfectly fine. And then for no known reason today, it wouldn't even turn on. We did some testing with our YouTube phone or with our phone earlier. It worked great then, but then obviously when I went to do it here, something went wrong. For whatever reason on YouTube, you can't start like a plan and schedule a stream from your computer and then take it up with your phone. You have to start it on your phone, make the edits you want on your computer, and then go back to the phone. Obviously, something didn't go right there, so I apologize for that. What we're gonna do today, we've got last month's winner to draw. So last month we did something new for us, something we hadn't done before. We gave the winner a choice. They were gonna get up to a 22 Walton's grinder, which is definitely what I would recommend. But if you already have a grinder, you don't need one. We gave people the option of an 11-pound sausage stuffer, which is my favorite size, and a 50-pound meat mixer, or they could get an 11-pound sausage stuffer and the 8-inch Walton slicer. So hopefully whoever wins that actually claims the prize. We may or may not have another February's giveaway to give away. I know that doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does. I thought I had emailed the winner from February, but I had typed in their email address and I put it in wrong. So I am giving them 5 more days. If they respond, great. If not, next month we'll be giving away February's, which was the vacuum tumbling kit. So that's a great one. Hopefully next month. Definitely we will have a new webcaster by then, so it will go more smoothly. I can't guarantee that it's going to go perfectly smoothly, but hopefully more smoothly than that. So thanks for staying with us. I appreciate anyone who is on when we were having problems and refreshed and is joining us now. Go on over on the right side of your page. You should see a entry. That's what we're going to use for all of today's giveaways. For today's giveaways, you do have to be here to win. The prizes are going to be some of the jerky, and it's going to be a bag of seasoning of your choice. I will sprinkle in my favorite knife. I'll also give a leather Meatgistics apron away in honor of Austin. He's tied up with other things, so I'm going to be running solo for most of the day. There might be some people coming through. So first thing is first. We do have a coupon for you. It is live 421. So LIVE, then the number's 421. So it's 4 of 21. That's going to get you 10% off, capped at $100. So if you buy something that's $1,000, you're going to get $100 off. If you buy something that's $1,500, you're going to get $100 off. Caps at that. It is good for one use per customer, and it's only going to be good the rest of the day. So we will leave it till tomorrow morning. So if you want to do your order later tonight, you're perfectly free to. So again, that's live 421. Yeah. Michael says live and learn, but like, learn, that's not always as much fun. Sometimes it's just live, unfortunately. Still seeing April giveaway.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah. If you mean @/win, don't worry about that yet. We haven't updated that. We'll do that after the show. Did we flip the April, Patrick?
Yes.
Did we flip the April giveaway live?
Yes.
Okay. Or the videos, whatever. Okay. So if you just absolutely can't wait and can't tell what our giveaway is going to be by looking over at the side, you can go to our YouTube page and our giveaway video is there.
The Gleam was set up to start at 5 p.m. Did you check?
I switched it. Yep.
It should be good to go.
Yep. So everybody should be entering the Gleam right now.
I mean, shouldn't they be seeing April? It's April. So.
Yeah. That is April's full giveaway. That is not for the live stream. No worries.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So that's the full giveaway. It's not like the live stream giveaway. How do you not? Okay.
We're having a separate giveaway today?
Yeah, we do every live stream.
I don't know why I'm not picking up what you're stepping on. Each month we do a giveaway.
And then we have a giveaway during the live stream.
Oh, they're on the same day today.
They're on the.
Today's the first and a Thursday.
Nope. You're two different things.
Then I don't know what.
Okay.
About, bro.
So, guys, go ahead and keep entering that. That is our monthly giveaway. I'm doing one right now for our sales or for our live stream giveaway. God.
What are we giving away?
We're going to give away. Hold on. Let me
Last
do
month.
this.
Oh, no wonder. If people would just start getting their damn
Nope.
stuff we give them.
Well, no,
No, that's not the.
we'll be,
that's not the issue. We're all good.
announcing one last
All
week.
right. So, over on the right. Yes, there we go. Now over on the right, there is the live stream giveaway. Go ahead and enter that. That's what I'm going to use to draw the jerky, the seasoning that you get with the jerky, the aprons, the knives, all of that. So we are 15 minutes in and might as well have just started now. So very sorry about this, guys. It has been absolutely crazy around here. Today's been one of the craziest days I've had at Walton's. I mean, there's all sorts of like weird things going on outside of the building. Absolutely nuts. So as soon as people start entering that, I'll go ahead and draw one winner and people are already hitting it. So let's draw a winner for some seasoning.
So you could have just told me seasonings. I would have got that.
Drum roll,
Dude,
please.
I don't know how you didn't get it.
I thought we were talking about a big
No.
prize.
That's so this is going to be the winner for jerky and some seasoning. Oh, and it's Ryan Jones. Ryan Jones, congratulations. You will get some seasoning or some jerky and a seasoning of your choice. I'm sure we'll see you sometime soon. I'm not sending that to you. You have to come in to pick it up.
Fixed.
Patrick just said fixed.
Fixed.
All right, so there's something else I want to do. I'm going to wait a little bit later in the live stream to do it, but we had some success on Meatgistics. I listed 4 seasonings that we don't carry that I'm interested in. I took everyone's favorites, the top 2, and I just ordered those in. Those are going to be stock items. We'll see how they sell. The other 2 I got as samples, so I'm going to try them and see if they're worth carrying. The other 2 are going to be stock items for a while. We'll see if they sell or not. But I've got 4 really interesting sounding seasonings. 2 are jerky and 2 are bratwurst. So we're going to see what everyone thinks is best on that, and we'll do the exact same thing. All right. I'm also going to go ahead and draw the winner for last month's. This is the Choose Your Own Adventure. You do not have to be here for this to win. If the winner is not here, no problem. I'll go ahead and contact them, but please check your emails because we've had way too many giveaways that nobody actually ends up.
Can we just start
Take it.
voiding them and not sending people stuff?
Yeah, well, we give it away the next time.
No, I meant just, sorry, you missed it.
I mean, that's what we do.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Drawing winner for the Choose Your Own Adventure giveaway. I loved Choose Your Own Adventure books when I was a kid. All right, so the winner for last month's Choose Your Own Adventure giveaway was Katie McLean. Katie McLean. Katie, you don't need to be here. Congratulations. Hopefully, you respond to your emails. All right, so Ryan Jones, jerky, and snack steak. Yep, Sinister MD, that's just what I did. I just drew last month's winner. Katie, I just said her name and I've already forgot it. Katie McLean. So Katie is the winner. She's going to get a choice of up to a Walton's 22 grounder. She can take a 12 if she wants, but I can't imagine anybody would. Or they can get one of those 50-pound meat mixers and an 11-pound sausage stuffer, or the 11-pound sausage stuffer and the 8-inch meat slicer. So that'll be their choice. So we're doing something similar this week, or this month. We are going to do another choose your own prize, kind of, but the prizes are a little bit bigger than something we normally do. So depending on which one the winner chooses, they are going to have to fill out a form because it is reportable on your taxes. But we're going to go ahead and give away either the Camp Chef Vertical XXL Pellet Smoker or the Camp Chef Woodwind Pellet Smoker Combo. So that Woodwind I have at my house. It has become my main grill. In fact, it's probably my main cooking instrument at this time. It's absolutely awesome. Comes with plenty of space in there. It's got built-in upper racks that are collapsible. So they're in there. You can pull one out for double the space or push it back to get it out of the way. Or if you're doing something huge like a ham, you can just take them all the way out. Love that thing. It comes with 4 probes. It has a digital readout screen that's easy to set. You can set the smoke from 1 to 10, with 10 being the most smoke, 1 being the least. Problem is, the higher you go up in that smoke number, the more your wave is going to be. For really any type of smoker other than, a propane, which you just set to, you get it where you want and you leave it, there's going to be a wave, whether it's electric or pellet. That's because the board, the control board, is reading the temperature, and if you set it at 220, it's going to wait till it gets to like 230 or 240, and then it's going to shut off. Then it's going to wait until it comes down to like 205, and it's going to kick back on. So its goal is to keep your average in whatever you've set it at. We also absolutely love this Vertical XXL smoker. We've done side-by-side comparisons with them. We did chicken wings, we did pork butts, chicken breast on my Woodwind. I've been doing a ton of reverse seared steaks. So the Woodwind, we're not giving away the sear box, but you could purchase it with it. Sear box is something that replaces the shelf over on the right and hooks up to a propane tank, and that thing gets screaming hot. The advantage to that is you can go reverse searing. You can take it right from the main box and put it on a screaming hot cast iron grates. Gives great sear marks, does an awesome job. I've taken to actually cooking on that outside. I've been making all sorts of like scampies and like a fish French wine type thing. What I'm doing is taking the shrimp, the fake crab that you buy at the grocery store for like nothing. I've been sauteing some chopped up garlic in butter. Then I add the fish. I chop up some bacon, put that in there. Then I put rice wine vinegar, white wine, more butter, and capers. That is, I think I ate it 4 times in a row, like 4 nights in a row. Tonight, I don't think I have the supplies at home, but I'm doing all that on the side sear box to my woodwind. The other option that you can get is the griddle that comes on the side. I mean, it's a decent sized griddle. I don't have the exact specs, but I mean, it's definitely bigger than the sear box. Had this sear box been in stock when I got mine, or the griddle been in stock, I might have gotten that. I am a little bit jealous just because it's bigger, and who doesn't love a griddle? I mean, it's awesome for all types of cooking. But either way, I'm absolutely in love with mine. There is a something you can pull, a slide you can pull, and that moves the heat deflector. So in the center of the grill, with that thing pulled out, you're cooking over direct flame, and it can get a lot hotter. The Vertical XL is better than the Woodwind at pellet preservation. When I did 2 really, really long smokes, I think 13, 14 hours, the Vertical XL at 220 degrees, I think went over just over 1 full hopper of pellets. And that, I think, is only 18 pounds of pellets fit in there. So it really does a great job. Both of them did awesome. I think I like the Woodwind better, just more functionality. Like you can do steaks on it, or you can do ribs or pork butt. You can hang snack sticks in it. That Woodwind laying down snack sticks works well, but it's still better to be able to hang them. Plus, starting at 150, just a little bit lower than that Woodwind, a little bit better for sausages. All right, so Ryan Jones won the first one. Who's going to win the second one? There's no Austin today, so we're just going to give stuff away. He will hate the fact that I'm trying to make it seem like he's the reason we don't do a bunch of giveaways. Really, I'm just doing it as a thank you. Sorry that we had all those problems in the beginning. Oh, someone else we know, John Michael Kaminsky. John Michael Kaminsky, you're going to win some jerky and a seasoning of your choice. How I handle that for anyone who hasn't won before, I will go ahead and email you either tonight or tomorrow, hopefully, and ask you what seasoning you want. If you're not somebody that does a lot of sausage, like if a bag of jerky seasoning or sausage seasoning is not worth it or not valuable to you, let me know. I'll go ahead and let you pick a couple of Excalibur shakers and we'll just replace that. I don't want to give you a bag of jerky seasoning if you're never going to make jerky. Jerky.
Oh, he's here too.
Yeah. Yep. I saw him in the chat earlier. Jerky and seasoning.
I love how like the first name is the secret in that guy's full name.
What do you mean?
Well, he gives us his first initial and then middle name.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. All right. So John Michael Kaminsky, congratulations. I suppose I should have made both of them say they were here, but I saw them both in the chat. So it still says January's unclaimed prizes, but it let me enter. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I threw that together just like at a second. All I did was copy an old one and put it in there. So that giveaway, the one that's on /live where you're watching this, hopefully, if you're on Facebook to enter, you can go to waltonsinc.com/live. That giveaway, kind of ignore what it says. It is just for what we're going to give away during the live stream today. So sorry about that. Candace, thank you very much for helping somebody else out. Yeah, so we started sponsoring this podcast that is the Dog Hunting Podcast. It's by this guy, Ron Bohm, really well respected in the industry. A lot of people send their dogs to him. He's actually going to be on the Meat Eater podcast here coming up. I sent him some stuff just to try out, and I sent him a bag of that jerky. He responded with really positive things to say about it. He said it was the best jerky he's ever had. And wanted to know how we did it, what our secret is. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll be the best jerky you've ever had, but we certainly absolutely love it. Sorry, I'm just trying to go through here and see a little bit. Yeah, having trouble with video loading. Yeah, there's all sorts of problems. Jim says, hi, can you please tell me about how long snack sticks with Willie's last in the fridge? So, Jim, a lot of that is going to depend on what your process was like, what you added to it. If you added encapsulated citric acid or something else to lower the pH, that will be longer than than if you didn't add encapsulated citric acid, because a lower pH is going to help you with shelf stability. Our recommendation, since you don't have a way at home to measure the pH of the meat and the water activity, is to basically treat it like it's fresh. Now, if you're vacuum sealing them, I've got stuff in there, just the fridge from vacuum seal, that's been in there for a long time. But be safe. The best way to do it is vacuum seal all your sticks, freeze anything that you're not going to eat in the next week or so, and everything else is good in the fridge. So I hope that helped. Okay, so people were saying that it was January. Yeah, sorry guys. Michael Chevalot says multiple choice is a great prize idea. So kind of the reason we're redoing the same thing we did last month is we had more views on that sales video than I think we've had on any sales video that's not like a holiday one. Those ones we usually like do a bigger deal with. But yeah, we had a ton more views on those, so we're trying to see if it is the multiple choice thing that people are responding to, or that one was also super short. The one that we shot today, I think Patrick was like 3 minutes.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty short as well. Oh. Uperdog is still having connection issues on my end.
I could post, I watch on YouTube,
Okay.
so I don't know if that'll just ease it for everyone else, but as far as like interacting with our giveaways, you'll have to figure something else out, but I'll post that, and if you need to approve it on your end.
Okay, I'll look for it to come through.
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like.
Nick Hall says, John, have you watched Downton Abbey? I've been watching and got interested because there's a character with the last name of Bates, and I'm just watching for them. That was close, Nick. You almost got me there.
Mm.
Yeah, so Jeffrey Pearl is asking any update on the Walton's chamber sealers. They are ordered, they're on their way. We are hoping to have them a month, somewhere in that. In fact, let me see if I can get Austin, if he's can be free to give me an update on that. As soon as those come in, 100% those will be a giveaway item for sure. Oops. God, this computer's going nuts today. I'm a bane on technology. It's really, really bad.
You're the bane on technology?
I am a bane on technology, right? Like I'm bad to it.
Yeah. Technology's mad. You pick up the phone's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good idea.
Him. All right. I'm going to try and get an update on those chambered vacuum sealers. I've been using ours. It's a prototype of the same unit we're getting exclusively. I prefer it to the smallest of the Primavacs that we had. Now it is a air pump instead of an oil pump. So what does that mean? It means that you never have to change the oil, but a vacuum pump with an oil may, last generations. These will last a very long time. They are maintenance free. They're excellent. So yeah, I've been using it. It does an awesome job. It's same speed as the Primavac. We have a little tool that you can put in a vacuum chamber and it will read how low it gets, and they get to the exact same amount in the exact same amount of time. And then we're also going to be releasing here in the next couple of days. Have we even shot that?
Shot which one?
The comparison, the buying guide for Camp Chef?
We got all the B-roll.
But we didn't, yeah.
We need the actual.
In the next couple of days, we'll be releasing a buying guide similar to what we did for the grinders. For this, basically, it's going to go over who should buy what what the features are that are similar, what makes them different. So we'll get that out there. So whoever wins will have as much information as possible to make their decision. I swear I saw a question on snack sticks that I wanted to answer. Candace says, stop breaking everything. Well, it's kind of what I do.
If I use pink number 2, do I need to refrigerate sticks?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, with shelf stable, like not thermal protecting, not putting in the fridge. That is pH and water activity. Just adding SureCure to something does not make it safe to just leave out. With something like jerky, we have a thing of jerky over there that was from the first time we did this new type of Walton's tender jerky, and we've just left it out. Been sitting out for 4 months, 3 months now. It hasn't grown anything. It's just gotten super dry. And that is because the water activity of jerky we get so low during the smoking, dehydrating, cooking process, whatever you want to say, that there's not enough water in there for anything to grow on. With a snack stick, a summer sausage, a ham, that's not going to be the case. That's still going to have enough water in it for mold, bacteria, and for things to grow on it. So we don't want to do that. Lyle Cox, or any other way of making slider sized patty for breakfast sausage. I assume you're asking about the Walton's quick patty maker. We've looked at it. I got obsessed with that for a while. I was trying to come up with a way, like an insert to put in there to make sliders, but it's just, we haven't been able to figure it out. We haven't been able to crack that code or whatever you want to say. So really the only way of making slider sized would be something like a Patio-matic with a custom mold. And those are really expensive. That's a commercial piece of equipment. I don't think most people would want to do that. So, sorry, I don't have an update on when the chambered sealers will be here. We're just waiting. Another thing, unfortunately, I don't have an update on is the new version of waltonsinc.com. We're there. I mean, we're basically done. We're just waiting on one thing that is totally outside of Austin and my control. So as soon as that's ready, we will get everything going. When we go live on it, we will do some sort of long live stream where we're here to answer any questions, help people find anything that's moved or different, but hopefully mostly just receive your love about how much you adore the new waltonsinc.com. One of the things we're going to do on it is, or we're hoping to do, this might not be ready at launch, but one of the things we're looking at is doing a kit, like a sausage making kit, a jerky making kit. What that would be is it'd be a product in that category that you would click on. It would then have different columns with all of the, if you're doing a snack stick seasoning, it would have all the snack stick seasonings. It would have all the binders that you would use for snack stick, all the additives. It would have all the cheeses. So things that you would normally add, casings, things that you would normally use for making snack sticks all on one page, but still give you the ability to customize all of that. One of the reasons we've always been resistant to doing kits in the past is part of what I think people like about the website is the customization. I mean, you can order whatever you want. A lot of times you do kits, it becomes real restrictive. We're hoping that that's going to fix it. So we'll find out. Yeah. So what's that?
Ryan Stevens been trying to get this question asked. I asked how much water you use for 25-pound batches of snack sticks.
So that depends if you're adding a binder or not. My response is, if you're adding a binder, 1.5 quarts, right? Quarts, yeah, is the maximum. You don't want to go past that unless you're trying to stuff something incredibly small, like a 15 millimeter snack stick, something like that. Then you might go up to 2 quarts. If you do 2 quarts, it will stuff a lot easier, but with that much water in there, your cook times are definitely going to be longer and you might not like the consistency. So what I normally do is I'm making snack sticks, I add a binder and I do about 1.2 quarts to a 25-pound batch. Now, as I'm mixing it, if it feels like it's too firm and it seems like it's going to stuff hard, I will go up to 1.5 quarts. A lot of it is just feel, but that is a good range, like 1.5 quarts to a 25-pound batch. Another thing I don't think enough people either know or do at home is when you're adding seasoning and you're either adding something extra or you don't know exactly how much seasoning to use or you've never used this seasoning before, when you're mixing, feel free to grab a little bit of that, flatten it out into a patty and fry it. Now, because it's fried and not in a sausage form, they're not going to taste exactly the same, but it'll give you a really good idea on where you need to be. So yeah, those are two good, easy tips to do. And for anyone who's doing snack sticks, summer sausage, anything like that, if you haven't spent a lot of time on Meatgistics, you might not know this. I feel like everyone on Meatgistics should know this. Pulling your sausage, whatever it is, out of the smoker at 130 degrees internal temperature. So once your sausage has reached 130 degrees, and finishing it up in either like a sous vide style, or if you have some sort of turkey roaster pan, put it over something you can regulate the heat on. That is a far superior way, in my mind, to finish off whatever jerky you're making. The advantage of it is you're eliminating the stall. So around 130 degrees, meat starts to really expel all of its water. And what happens is that moisture gets pushed to the surface of the casing, and then the air, the hot air inside the smoker starts evaporating that water off. And that cools the jerky, or I'm sorry, the snack stick. It's the same thing as when it's hot out and you sweat and a breeze comes by and you feel cooler. Same thing. By finishing it up in water, you eliminate that. So you're going to cut hours off your smoke time, and you're going to end up with what I think is a superior product. So yeah, there's tons of posts on Meatgistics where we do that. If you're looking for a deeper run of it, we have a Meatgistics University video that's like advanced thermal processing, where we do that and a couple other things to try to add humidity to a smoker. A water breakdown per 5-pound batch would be helpful. So yeah, I mean, 1.5 quarts divided by 5 would work. But that's dependent upon us talking about a snack stick or summer sausage. For different products, it's obviously different. Yep. ND Mike says we always test fry just to see how it tastes. It's the best way to make sure you're gonna like your finished product. Like we said, it won't be exact because it's a fried versus smoked, but it'll be in that range. Yep, Sinister ND says, making good sausage and jerky is an art. It really is. We can walk you through how to do everything from A to Z, but there are 1,000 little tips and tricks that they all add up. I always try to say, most of like the meat hacks and little things we give you like that, by themselves, they'll help you. They'll make an improvement in your finished product, but it's really when you add everything together, that's when you get a far superior product, in our minds, at least. All right, let's draw another winner. This winner shall receive the best of all gifts. The Granton Edge Victorinox Butcher's Knife. This is my favorite knife. For you guys who've watched this, you've heard me talk about this probably way too much. I mean, just look at the way the light glints off it. It really is a thing of beauty. Patrick and I were just saying that modern art has fallen apart recently, but this is a piece of art. So we'll draw a winner for that. All right, winner for the Grant and Edge Butcher's Knife is Greg Cosell. So Greg, let us know you're here. If not, we'll give you about 5 minutes and then we'll move on to the next person. Gabriel says, John sleeps with one of those knives by his head. I don't. I sleep with one of these by my head. But, what's that?
Your leg?
No, not my leg. What's on my hip?
Your pocket.
Yes, I sleep with a pocket. But I have said many times that this is a wonderful home defense thing. I mean, just from an intimidation standpoint, you come running out waving this around, no one's going to mess with you. Daniel Saibuski, making jerky and snack sticks is like making beer. One little change in hops, grains, or yeast can make a big difference. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Greg is?
Yep.
All right, cool. For what Daniel's saying, in the next couple of days, hopefully I'll have an update on something we've been talking about on Meatgistics. For anyone who's not aware of it, don't worry about it, but I'll have an update to a post about a specific seasoning. Shoot, what was his name?
Greg
Greg.
Kosel. 3 G's in that first name, all day long.
Oh, 2 in the beginning, yeah.
No, 2 at the end,
Yeah, did I say 2 in the beginning?
yeah.
Greg.
Can we give if a guy's name is ND Mike, you think it's Notre Dame Mike or North Dakota?
North
Mike?
Dakota.
It
is.
Too bad. I was about to say, you're about
Patrick
to get
would
some
have
free
picked you
stuff.
for something.
I got picked.
Ryan Stevens says, you think Excalibur could provide any information on possible conversions from fresh to cured for seasonings that aren't, say, jerky, but it's a fresh seasoning? I mean, it's not going to hurt to ask. We can ask them. The problem is there's no set salt content. I mean, that really all comes down to salt content. In most jerky or almost every jerky seasoning, except like the real sweet ones like barbecue, salt's going to be the #1 ingredient. Same thing with snack sticks, same thing for summer sauces. There we go. Cool.
What's your battery at?
It should be fine. But yeah, hook that up. Thank you. I forgot where I was. Oh. When we're talking about a bratwurst, salt is in there. It was 89, but yeah, thank you. Salt is in there to help with taste and a little bit of functional ingredients. When we're talking about a snack stick, salt is a major functional ingredient. It is going to get to the center of that muscle fiber and help solubilize that protein, making it available for protein extraction, which is then going to keep everything nice and tight together during the smoking process. So converting those isn't as simple as, just, use 10% more, whatever. The best way, honestly, is experimentation. We just made the Supreme Pizza bratwurst seasoning as a snack stick, and we ended up using, I think it was 20%. I think we started at 18% and went to 20% more seasoning per pound of meat because we were going from a fresh bratwurst seasoning to a cured product. And that's what we felt like it would take as we were mixing it, that 18%. I know 2% doesn't sound like a ton, but it wasn't mixing great. We added that extra 2% and everything started binding together a lot better. But that you can't use that across the board. You can't take Jerry's brat, add 20% more and be sure you're going to have a good enough bind for a cured sausage. So, but we can ask. Nicole says, if you don't know how much seasoning to use, just ask your wife. They know everything. Don't they now?
Do we get any chance to get more specific on labeling, concerned about allergies to wheat, cloves, nutmeg, etc.?
So Excalibur is nothing from them is going to be gluten free.
See, this one says they have a problem if it says spices, they have to steer clear.
Yeah,
And
that's
almost
super tough.
everything.
That's really tough. The only thing I can tell you is to contact our customer service department. They can request what is called an allergen, like an allergen statement. They'll then ask Excalibur, hey, this person needs to know, does this have mustard seed? Does this have X, Y, and Z? As far as the wheat, the gluten, Excalibur is not a gluten-free facility. They'll mix a batch and then mix another batch. So if you have a severe gluten allergy, you're just not gonna, whatever.
Michael Martin has a question about, he's trying to get his jerky spicy. He's
Okay.
tried marinating, he says it doesn't work. Is there a trick or something topical you put on the end of it? Like
You could add a topical to the end. Probably the best way to do it though is just to add ground, not crushed, but ground red pepper to your product. That's going to depend on which one you use. I mean, there's extra hot, there's regular red pepper. All those are different on the Scoville unit. So again, that's just going to take some testing. It also obviously depends on what seasoning you're using. If you're using something like the jalapeno or jerky seasoning, it's got some heat, but it's not going to be, melt your face off. The gigawatt is very, very hot. It's also not going to melt your face off, but it's hot. So if you're using that gigawatt, you would add less of that whatever pepper than you would if you're using jalapeno to get to the same heat level. Sorry.
I just know a lot of people that just swear by adding just a little bit of something on the end of it.
Right before you put it in the smoker?
No, like
right
right
after?
before you eat it.
No.
Yeah, it was a weird guy at a flea market down south.
Oh, there you
so,
go.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've told me
Yeah,
about that
he
guy
just goes,
before.
hold on, just a little bit of dynamite. will do
Yeah, I
it."
wouldn't do that.
Papa Soft not heard about the new website?
What do you mean?
He said new website with 3 question marks.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be the same URL. So right now you can stop going to waltonsinc.com. You can just go to waltons.com. We were fortunate enough that came up for sale. We grabbed it. It still forwards you to waltonsinc.com, but
Once we go live on the new one.
yeah, once we go live on the new one, which is like a complete redo. I mean, it'll look somewhat similar. It's a little bit more streamlined. The way we do grouped products, which is like the Willy Snack Stick, there's a 25-pound unit, there's a 100-pound unit, and there's bulk. So we changed the way we did that. We went to a drop-down menu to keep things just a little bit cleaner. But Adam Wood says, no, I didn't want to hold that. I wanted to. Adam Wood said he slathers stuff on his jerky before he puts it in the smoker, but like I hit show message and it now says message automatically held for review. You know what?
Oh.
Tried to hit view deleted messages, but
It's probably.
okay. He said, I slather some hardcore stuff in my venison jerky as I toss it on the dehydrator. Yep.
That's because he said hardcore.
Yeah, you are right. Nick says, yeah, we need some Reaper to spice up our jerky. Oh, no, sorry about that, Adam. I did actually hit the hide on his, not the show. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. You use multiple coupons for a purchase?
Not on this version. When we go live, it will allow some of that. Now, you're not going to be able to use 2 10% off coupons, but if you have a 10% coupon and we're also running some sort of like, hey, get a free shaker with code, blah, 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 that it will let you use.
So right now
You cannot.
Yeah.
Right now, the current iteration of Walton's Inc.
Just
only
the
allows.
most, or like the one that has the most.
No, it's like whatever you choose,
Oh.
whatever you put on last,
Oh, okay.
because it'll just override
Oh.
everything else. Yeah.
Hear that? Sorry, Paul.
All right, let's draw another winner. This will be for jerky and seasoning. Don't be text. Don't be text. Don't be text. Don't be text.
Trying to think of a question we can ask them. Try to get some engagement.
Oh, no, I've got something for him.
Oh, nice.
Justin Lane.
Oh,
Justin.
he should be here.
Let us know you're here. Otherwise, we'll wait a couple minutes and pick again. All right, so I was talking earlier about 4 new seasonings that I at least think are interesting and worth thinking about bringing in. One of them I expect hard pushback on, but it's the one I'm most excited about. All right, so I'm going to name these 4 seasonings. What I want everyone to do is to type the name of your favorite one in there. The top one, the one that gets the most votes or whatever names, I'll go ahead and order some of that in and we'll just start carrying it. The other 3, maybe we'll
Are
get
these the ones we
samples.
just got in?
What's that?
Are these the ones we just got in?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, these are like jerky and
Oh, cool,
sausage
cool,
season.
cool.
Jerky and
I'm
sausage.
looking, I don't even know what these are.
No, I just went through Excalibur's Biz site and picked these out.
Sweet.
All right, so the number 1 is a chili, jerky, and snack stick unit. The next one is jalapeno mango jerky. Then Fiesta Fajita, which is a sausage. And last is horseradish bratwurst. So let us
repeat those again.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
still
Let
trying
us
to-
know which one your favorites are. It's chili, jerky, and snack stick seasoning, jalapeno mango jerky, Fiesta Fajita sausage seasoning, or horseradish
Oh, man,
bratwurst.
3
That's the one I'm
mango.
most excited about.
We got 3 mango, 3 Fiesta right off the bat.
Oh wow.
Another mango. Here's chili. Mango. First horseradish. Chili, horseradish, mango.
Who said horseradish? I love it.
Horseradish. Fiesta. Horseradish, Fiesta.
Good jobs, Jim and J. Michael Kaminsky.
Mango, bro.
There's another
Chili
horseradish.
jerky. It's yeah.
It's
there's a
mango's
lot.
the number 1 though.
So far, Fiesta and horseradish are right there though. Yeah, guys, keep going. We actually might go through and count these.
Oh, horseradish coming back
I
hard.
know, yeah. So make sure one vote.
Ooh. Ryan says, would horseradish brat with beef taste like prime rib? It might. I'm going to say it's between horseradish and the jalapeno mango.
Okay, so maybe we pick 2 and then we go pick from those 2 and we'll see a number 1 winner.
Yeah, we could try that. Then I'll probably just order them both
Okay.
because they both sound good.
And they're very.
All right,
they're
Justin Lane is here.
Very
Okay.
different from one another. too.
Very different.
So that'd be cool.
So what I wanted to do was get a, what is it? Why can I not think of that stuff that you put on sushi?
Yeah, the green stuff. We had it for wasabi.
Thank you, wasabi. Oh my God.
I'm over
Thank
here
you
like-
guys. Yeah, they're all coming in wasabi,
Like
wasabi.
Steve,
I wanted a wasabi brat, but they don't have it in like that. Horseradish is the closest to it. So I'm sure we could start with that horseradish. I'm having trouble saying that.
horseradish.
And get pretty close to wasabi. I mean, it's made from.
Yeah, horseradish could be
radish.
very interesting. So
All right, so that horseradish is, I'm going to say the winner.
I think so too.
Hi, Dawn. Sunny California. We're in sunny Wichita right now. It was gorgeous out today. Did not want to come back in. My dogs were just fighting me every step of the way as I tried to get them back into the house from
People are saying mix the horseradish and Reuben.
Yep.
People are saying
Wasabi is just generally, it's all it is green horseradish? Huh.
you guys tell us.
Not wasabi root. Interesting.
They said horseradish could go good with Bloody Mary.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be good. But as like a brat, just sounds awesome. You can do so much with it. We've got a video hopefully coming out. We're planning it out now, which is like a bunch of different fresh sausages that we're going to add different like weird things to.
But good weird.
But good weird. Yeah. One of them, I'll let you know, it's the one I think I'm most excited for is the pasta.
Oh yeah, pudding.
We're going to make a red sauce. We're going to cook some pasta al dente, and we'll do penne, chop it up really small, and throw right there that into the brat. Then we'll finish everything off with a nice red marinara sauce.
Yeah, we're doing different types of proteins, different add-ins, different. If it gets a bun, different size. and it's
Yeah.
like,
What ended up being whether it got a bun or a side? Do you remember?
what was it? It was if it, I don't know, not if it went with bread or not, right?
He-
It was
so
something simple.
I think it was something like if it went with bread, it got a bun. Other than that, it's gonna go like on a
Some
field
are
of
like
rice.
some are like on a brioche, some are on a
Yeah,
tortilla,
yep.
some are
So
on a.
we've gone deep with this. Our 4-person,
Yeah.
soon to be 3-person meetings are extremely like
Flush
free
it out.
flowing. We just
Yeah.
throw everything against the wall. Speaking of that, if anyone's in the Wichita area, we are looking for a web coordinator right now. You can go to waltonsinc.com/careers. That job is available. So who knows? yeah, I can't. So Candace, what I'm so excited for that is when I was in New York, there was this like pizza chain. It was called I Love New York Pizza. They were everywhere. But one of the things they did was a pasta and meatballs piece of pizza. And I know I've said many times that the only topping that should be put on a pizza is pepperoni, but those were amazing, especially as you're leaving the bar at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever when you're in college. It says one of the largest horseradish producers in the country is right here in my hometown. Awesome.
Where's he from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
75 in Florida. All right, real wasabi is sorry, this is Bob Stellick says real wasabi is very expensive, so they make a substitute using a type of horseradish. I mean, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's within like this.
So
flavor profile.
We've probably never had real wasabi then.
No,
It's
I've
probably
never
all this fake stuff.
Americanized,
Right, yeah.
horseradish version. With
Even if you go to like a good sushi place around here, it's still probably that.
Yeah,
Snowing in Maryland right now. Oh, that sucks.
it's like you've never really had champagne unless you.
Right, got it from there. Sinister MD says you might find it at really high-end restaurants, but generally what you find is just the generic horseradish covered green. Yeah, Dance Dad saying different here in Japan. So Dance Dad 99, you're in Japan, I assume.
That'd be good.
Other than wasabi, what's like a brat or a sausage we could make that would be
Encompass
like
the-
authentic or whatever Japanese? We're looking for things. Another of the new things we want to do this year is called the Walton's World Tour. Is that what we came
That's
up
kind
with?
of yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and make videos of making sausage how they would in different areas. Initially, we might just start off with the U.S., but what's going to be cool with it is for all you Meatgistics users who use the map, and if you don't use the map, go ahead, go to your profile, update your location so that it can put a pin where you live. Not your house, obviously, but like your town or whatever, your state. We're going to make those a different color pin on those. So if you wanted to see like what do they make in Florida, we click on that and it's us making bobcat brats. I don't know,
Something, yeah.
alligator brats. No, like whatever they do down in a specific
Yeah, we'll try to
region.
be as authentic using potential stuff that we sell and stuff that we can like back and stuff. So
Snowing in New York, Silver Springs, Maryland. That's where my sister lives. Neil says, John, you need to try sausage, sauerkraut, and jalapeno pizza. So obviously we're talking about all those things at once.
no,
I like sauerkraut.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and I love jalapenos.
But is it unlocking another flavor? You know how
Yep.
flavors work with.
Yeah, some like I always thought people were stupid for putting salt in their like hot chocolate or something, but it absolutely does increase the sweetness flavor for sure. Watermelons, another big one. Some of that on watermelon definitely helps out. All right, Candace Clay says, I'm Italian and love me some pasta and pizza, but there's a place here in Chicago called Fredo's, and they have a mac and cheese pizza that will blow your brain out so good. Yeah, well, my understanding of Chicago is that there is a ton of good food up there. Hold on, let me grab something for you. This is one of the brats we're gonna make. That says Giardina, however you say that. This stuff is seriously good. We're finding what brat seasoning that's gonna go best with, and that will be in a brat because that stuff's awesome. It's basically like spicy. It's got celery, jalapenos, carrots, cauliflower, a bunch of stuff in here. It's just a little bit spicy. Really, really good. I love that stuff. For anyone who's a Tim Pool fan, if you listened the other day, I did a super chat and got him to read it. I also misspelled meat 2 times and 1 time because my phone changed S's to A's a lot.
Are you gonna beat yourself up over that? For like
Forever,
months?
literally forever. I'm never gonna forget that because he's reading it and he goes, first time he gets it, second time he goes messed. Somebody else said, well, I think he means meat, and he goes, he misspelled it twice. So
you're replaying it in your head.
but the good news of that is it did get me a different phone, and I like that infinitely better.
Hey, we're using
So
it right now.
It's all part of my master plan.
It actually looks really good on YouTube as far as like quality streaming.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks
Cool.
very comparable to
To our
$2,000.
regular? Yeah. Well, it's got like an 8K camera.
I think it's meant to do stuff like this too.
Craig Rice says some type of chorizo. Yep, absolutely. So we have 2 chorizo seasonings. We have the Mexi chorizo and classic chorizo. I mean, chorizo classically would be more of a semi-dried product, like a dry cured thing. Like if you're making the actual log, Mexi chorizo is usually just going to be a ground product. A lot of the times people will make it and stuff it into some sort of casing and then release it from that casing when they're using it like an egg dish or something like that. But the dry cured chorizo is some of my favorite stuff on the face of this earth.
One guy wanted to talk about blood sausage, and someone, Joni, is saying, how about a blueberry sausage? I used to get that from our local meat processor, but they closed. So blood sausage, we've done a video.
We've done a blood sausage.
It's
The
good.
blueberry sounds real interesting.
It does. I don't like pork, right?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Like maybe
Like
somebody else recently asked about that or something, but somebody else was
Kinda.
bringing up blueberries and sausage. One of the cooler things we did we ever do a full video on?
The gummy bears.
No, oh no, those were terrible. So we did gummy bear brats because they were big in the news or something for a while. Those were god awful. We had one person here who liked them, so I gave her the entire thing, like all the leftovers. It was like, I get those out of here. But we made something called trail mix snack sticks. Did we ever do a video on that?
Yeah, it's a recipe for
Oh,
disaster.
recipe for disaster. Yeah. If anyone's looking to try something different, those trail mix snack sticks were top notch. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Cool. So Lyle likes the Mexi chorizo. John, you need to do the shrimps. Oh yeah. So Ryan Jones sent me some recipes from a well-known, I don't even know what meat crafter. I don't know. But yeah, there's tons of good things to try in there for sure. But right now, anytime I get any shrimp, they're going into that. You can't even really call it a scampi sauce. It's like a butter wine, like a French sauce. I love that. It is so good.
This question perplexes me. He said, did you use a cereal in the blood sausage? And if so, which one?
No, we used more Sure Gel than we would.
So you often, so I didn't know that. You put a cereal in.
Blood sausage, I mean, you're actually adding pig's blood to it. I mean, that's the whole reason it's called that. You need something to absorb that. Otherwise, it's just all going to run out. I can't remember what seasoning we used because we don't have a blood sausage seasoning. I think we picked like German or something really, really plain and went ahead and did that.
Yeah. I wonder what.
Use rice. A lot of people use rice. I don't normally love rice like in my boudin or anything, but this guy who comes into our showroom every once in a while, Paul Felder, I think is his name. So shout out to Paul. He brought in some boudin the other day that was like, had a really soft texture and good amount of rice in it, but the taste was absolutely out of this world. Somebody said, have I ever tried Gator's Breath seasoning?
It's probably just really hot, right?
I would imagine.
Or is it super creepy?
I don't know.
Fish brats?
So fish brats would be okay, but fish presents an interesting problem when you start getting into cured sausage because fish already have a high level of nitrite in them. So adding more is dicey, but not adding any is really dicey. So that can be like a little bit of a touchy subject, but in a brat or something, it'd be fine. We have thought about making all salmon sticks before. What we're thinking about doing is instead of grinding and stuffing, we're thinking of basically packing and marinating and then just smoking them in lines until they're firm. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but I've had a large piece of frozen salmon in there in our freezer for quite some time. So Brett, if you're watching, yes, I still am thinking of that. Could you use balsamic vinegar like apple or blueberry in jerky or snack sticks? So the problem with adding any vinegar is that you run the risk of it shorting out your emulsion, meaning that your product's not going to bind well together. Often what you'll end up with is what's called fat out. It's when the fat gets cooked out of the meat and then runs down the casing. And it can either get trapped between the casing and the meat or just be on the bottom of your smoker. It can be done. It just has to be done very carefully and with little amounts. And you'll get a dry, crumbly product a lot. I was thinking an egg roll brat.
Add that to our list.
Egg roll brat. That's interesting.
That could get its own special bun, so to speak.
Yeah.
Those
Sure had
wrappers.
something to do with that. That's a good idea.
Well,
I
an
like
egg roll
that.
wrapper, you just give a little, you just barely fry it, so you put everything you want in there,
Yeah.
roll it up.
Maybe even get like some rice paper as a casing, right? Because it's
Oh,
rice
yeah,
paper and then it's that fried stuff outside
That'd
of
be
it.
great, yeah.
Um,
Cabbage,
shoot.
carrots and stuff in there.
Jim Balerno says, at work in Geneseo now, but just west of Rochester is home. So Ryan, I lived in Rochester for numerous years. Good town. I hear there's some scary things going on there, so hopefully you're in an area that is safe. And another odd tie in there is my sister went to Geneseo for school. Yeah, Ruben brought corned beef and sauerkraut. It's excellent. So blueberry sausage is the one out of what everyone said that's most, I think, would be the simplest to do.
I think we talked about that a couple things ago. And
Okay.
And I think we were gonna do it.
A really interesting part of it is that you would get a very unique color. That
Oh, yeah.
blueberry is going to bleed out.
Like what it looked
Do you
like.
throw it in whole or do you grind it up?
Ooh, you want, yeah, I get the problem. If you want all of it to be blue, you hand mix the blueberries in.
Uh-huh.
Or if you just want them piece by piece, you
Put 'em
mix
in,
and then
yep.
barely put them in right before you stuff.
Joni, so when you got it, was it, excuse me, were they whole blueberries or did they like grind it up?
Or
Ooh.
get a liquid version of blueberry and pour it in. So
Oh,
that actually
yeah,
be a
you can-
liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, you just crunch them all up beforehand and
Yeah,
then
I would.
you're introducing more liquid, so then you have to adjust your
So a blueberry syrup is kind of what you're saying.
ish,
Right,
but with
okay.
less sugar maybe.
Yeah,
Or is
that was
what
my
you
thought.
want?
Is there's
Yeah.
going to be so much sugar in that?
There's got to be a way. Well, I'm saying just ground up the blueberries.
I think that's probably the best way to do it, but we'll see what Joni says.
Do the blueberries hold too much liquid in them? Nah, we'll think about it.
Won't bleed if you use dried blueberries. Okay.
There you
Use semi-dried blueberries. All right, there's a bunch of people. Cool.
I always have great ideas. If you guys have a marketing campaign you guys want to throw our way.
Yeah, we'll always take it. Ryan Stevens, Otto Tomatoes. Have you been there? It's my favorite restaurant, second favorite restaurant in the world. I mean, I love that place. It's this little mom and pop place in like a strip mall. The owner or the owner's mom comes out and says hi to everybody. She's a sweet woman, talks to everybody. It is absolutely a great restaurant. And they gave you at least huge portions. So I really hope they're still in business because I love that place. Okay, so Greg Roussel, local meat market, makes blueberry brats and they put them in whole.
It's got to be right before they stop.
T. Jake says, would some sort of tofu concoction work in brat?
I'm done.
I can confidently say no.
Yeah.
It does not work. We tried it. It is the only thing I've ever made here, which I spit back out. And I've eaten tofu before a few times. My wife was a vegetarian for a long time, so I tried all that
I
stuff.
think it's a podcast episode.
We what?
It was on a podcast episode. You spit back.
Oh, was it really?
Bro.
Was it
Yeah.
podcast?
It was one of the first ones. Yeah.
So we didn't do a recipe for disaster. We just did that.
That was the first ever recipe for disaster, and we did it on the podcast.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, we did that in one of our podcasts. It was really terrible. We tried everything. Like it didn't bind. The taste didn't come through. It was just, it wasn't cool. Bunch of people saying no to tofu. But I mean, I don't have necessarily a hate for tofu. I don't eat it, but it just tastes like nothing. All right, Susan, get to work on dinner. It's important. We all need to eat. All right, we are going to draw another winner. And in honor of Austin, this will be for a Meatgistics leather apron. Winner is Neil Christensen. Neil, let us know you're here. We'll go ahead and get in touch with you, get your address, and get that sent out to you. If you're not here, we'll go ahead and draw somebody else. Oh, yeah, that is his name. Patrick's back here rattling off Star Wars references. Neil. So yeah, John, if you're on waltonsinc.com/live, that little thing over to the right, that will enter for today. If you're watching on a phone, look for like the 3 buttons. Click on that and then click it as view as desktop. That will let you enter. Cool.
Neil's here.
Yep. Awesome. Way to go, Neil. There was one of these that I was looking for. It was some sort of. All right. So, William, what's in a Korean broth? Like, what would you think?
Oh yeah, pop sticker broth. Someone said. But is that the egg roll one?
Yeah, they're similar at least. I mean, kimchi. That's really the only like Korean food that I know of. Where were you? Candace, nope, wasn't Candace. Justin Lane said, at Jeff, there's a post on Meatgistics that might help. So I'm just, okay. Does anyone know if the Walton's 50-pound mixer will work on a Cabela's grinder? I'm sorry, we don't. When we first got that grinder or that meat mixer in, we had a prototype of our Walton's grinders. No, let me back up. Sorry. When we first got the prototype in for the Walton's grinder, we had the Weston 44-pound meat mixer, and it hooked up. So we thought, awesome, they're cross-compatible, great, no problem. It turns out that Weston makes their mixer with like a smaller head. So not everything is cross-compatible. Like the spline gear is the same, but it couldn't access it because the area of the throat was too big. It couldn't get to that gear. So some are, some aren't. I'm sorry. There's no way to say for sure. There was something. Chicago style Italian beef condiment.
You got a killer idea for.
Okay, jardiniere. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a killer idea for a TV show. We call it Brat Brats, and you have to go immerse yourself.
Come closer so they can hear you.
You have to go immerse yourself in different cultures using their food that they like, and you have to make a brat out of it. So that goes from the bun to the meat to the additives and stuff.
Brats. Yeah, I can see that.
It makes sense.
John Geringer says balsamic vinegar on watermelon. We did that. We did a watermelon Willet barbecue. And at the time, Terrapin Ridge Farms had a balsamic like jelly or whatever it was, and we put that on it. It was really good. Jason says pineapple on pizza is the best. I feel like he said that to start a fight.
Yeah, I think
That's trolling.
he's in there. Korean chili paste.
Potato sausage and kudahi. Kristen Kengor asked, how long will your high temp cheese keep in the fridge?
Has she opened it?
Yeah, I'm almost positive we have that on the cheese page of waltonsinc.com. In a freezer, it'll last, I think, I want to say a year.
Yeah, I think
In a
that's what I
fridge. Okay, so maximum shelf life when refrigerated is 60 days. Maximum shelf life when frozen is 12 to 18 months. So obviously you're always free to ask us these questions, but I think a lot of people don't scroll down on product and seasoning pages. There is some more information if you scroll down on the website. All right, so if anyone's asked the question like more than 10 minutes ago, we didn't get it answered, go ahead and re-ask it. Yeah, it was I forget his name, but we're accusing him of trolling at this point. Okay, so Joni from earlier says, actually the color is not blue, it's just tiny flecks in it. Okay, so they probably did, would imagine some sort of like dried or semi-dried, like people were saying.
Yeah.
Blueberry balsamic on cheesecake. That's awesome.
Can we put pizza in a broth?
Well, okay, that's what it was. That's the one I was looking for. Somebody asked, I forget how they phrased it. Basically, they were talking about snack stick inside a broth. They could do that, right? There's no way to stuff them. There's no way that you can make that work. We've thought about it plenty of times. There's no way to do it.
So, yeah, there's no way.
There's no way.
Because it wouldn't push it out.
Yep.
So if you had a snack stick in there, there might be a way. We'd have to theoretically look at it, but if you have the snack stick already fed down in the canister, and then you add meat to it,
Yep.
and then, but I guess it wouldn't push because then you have this.
Even if it did push, it's never going to stay centered.
Yeah.
It'll just get pushed right to the
Yeah, it would-
outside.
okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Candace says, I just had a local barbecue place on Sunday and they made a stuffed jalapeno with chorizo and kimchi, then wrapped in bacon and smoked. I thought I died and went to heaven. That does sound amazing. Sure, that's fair, Dan Stad. I am going to let you know that if you win in Japan, we're not going to ship something to Japan for free. I'm sorry. But if you win and you have somebody here, you can
Which
have a
users
ship it to
from
them.
Japan?
Dan's dad,
Oh, cool.
he was in Japan earlier. All right, so I'm going to draw two winners, and both of these people can get hats. So these are hats only, and we'll let you choose whatever hat you want. This is the blue hat, the best hat. There is a Walton's digital camel hat that I wear all the time that is not here for some reason. We have this gray hat. This is the Patrick hat, as I like to call it. Wears it all the time. We have this Real Tree camo. It's a really nice fit. We've got the New Era classic military style camo. These are fitted, so we have both stretch fitted. So we have both medium to large and large to XL, and then our new Hunter Safety Cryptech Orange Walton's hat with the Meatgistics patch on the back. A lot of our hats are now going to have this. Yeah. So, and then the other one was the digital camo hat. So two winners for that were Hope Ford and Scott Tiezzi.
I got to know her technique
for what she does.
You guys honestly need to ask her technique for what she does. She hasn't been here in months and still came back.
All right, so Hope and Scott, let us know you're here. Hope is there.
I don't see it. I'm not seeing her. I don't have confirmation.
Kevin says usually we call those Texas Twinkies.
That sounds.
I wonder what he's talking about.
probably inappropriate.
He's probably talking about what we were talking, like the snack stick inside a bra.
Maybe it's an April Fool's.
Oh no, talking about what Candace said about her amazing
Oh yeah.
bacon wrapped, whatever.
Anything bacon wrap. I'm curious to see. So it's probably too soon to plug like our event this summer, but remember they did that appetizer one?
Uh-huh.
Got to be I'm
Yep.
always curious what, like to you, what's an awesome barbecue appetizer? Like what's you want to really impress people? Some examples they did was like jalapeno stuffed in cream cheese wrapped in bacon within lobster, right? A lobster tail, I think.
All right, that's gonna go way past anything I was thinking.
Someone was like mini sliders. Someone did little mini, what do you call it?
Shooters?
Bloody Marys,
Okay.
shooters and stuff. So I don't know. Just trying to get ideas.
Yeah, so we are going to do an event this year. We're hopefully going to do 2 events. One of them is an SCAA. I think there's 2 A's in it. Yeah. It's a steak cook-off. We did one not last year, but the year before. Huge success. We were going to do one last year, and COVID came, and obviously we couldn't, but we are going to have it this year. It's August.
Something. Do proceeds go anywhere?
And I don't know. But yeah, we're going to do it, the SCAA event here. People come from all over the country that came to the last one. Everybody seemed to really like it. We loved it. We got to talk to tons of new people. This year, we'll do like a live stream, a podcast. We'll have all sorts of things going on from a media standpoint as those go on. The other thing we really want to do is the Meatgistics meetup in the fall. We want to create an event here. We have a great classroom style setting. It's a big room. We can do all sorts of classes on making XYZ. It's going to be awesome. We'll book a block of rooms, or we'll have a block of rooms that you can book at a hotel right around the corner, so everybody will be somewhat close.
I want to give Mark a prize. His name is Mark Seibel. He said Hope Ford equals Austin. Never seen them in the same room. Am I right? Oh, that's a good one.
Gary Tarpley says, you need to go to Vegas, Hope. Has anyone seen the other guy? Was Scott Tiezzi? I'm pretty sure he's won before.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it is familiar. All right, so we'll wait to see if... I just made a brat today with Beamster aged Gouda, green onions, garlic, and a bunch of smoked black pepper. That sounds awesome, man. I mean, what can you say? You have elevated that to an art form. For anyone who doesn't follow him, Joe, put your Instagram handle in there. I know you don't do much with it anymore, but when you do, it's worth it. I have a Joni. Did I miss all the live drawings? No, nope. We've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. But I'm still gonna draw 2 more winners of seasoning and don't know, something else maybe. All right, sorry, where was I? I have a local butcher here that does bacon bombs, several varieties, but my favorite is chicken jalapeno. About 3 to 4 seeded jalapenos wrapped in maybe 2 bars of cream cheese. T-bars, you said, 2 bars. Yeah, I mean, cream cheese added to almost anything, and it's absolutely excellent. Michael says, are you guys going to do more of the Can You Smoke It live streams? So I think you mean the Willow barbecues. I mean, that's what we used to call it. Yeah, we would very much like to get back to doing some of those more fun things. Might be a while. We've got a ton going on here. But we are bringing some new people in. Hopefully that will free up both Austin and I a little bit more. So hopefully we can put out some more of that level of content. Like the Meatgistics University stuff is great, and I love doing it. I was telling Austin yesterday while we were on the podcast that I get a serious charge. Like if I'm in the front retail room as I happen to walk by and somebody stops, a customer stops and asks me a question, I get a huge charge out of helping. Like there's a feeling of when I'm able to share my knowledge and I can see the person understanding and appreciate it. It sounds cheesy, but I literally get goosebumps from it sometimes. I just love that. So it's a perfect job for me. But I also love those Willet Barbecue where we did just crazy stuff. We haven't really been able to do those types of things in a while. So hopefully we'll get back to it. I love that hope for it equals awesome thing. That is hilarious. Hope says throw in some spices for all the razzing I have to endure. I'll tell you what, I'll throw you some jerky. Did anyone see Scott Teasy? Hope it's a web coordinator. We're looking for somebody to basically do all the updates to our website. This person would have to have a fairly deep understanding of coding and definitely understand SEO, like a really deep understanding of SEO. We'd also like them to be familiar with Google Tag Manager because neither Austin or I really have done much with it. I don't want to, and Austin's too busy to be involved in that. But we do need to get some stuff done with Google Tag Manager. Oh, there you go. Cool. Scott is here.
Sweet.
Hoodie.
Oh, you hear the John in customer service gets asked if it's him or if it.
What happened?
People think it's you in customer service.
No.
So they ask about Jonathan, and he goes, no, I get that all the time. And he hasn't been working here very long.
So, I mean, I started in customer service. It's an absolutely great way to get to know the business, for sure. I've told the story a bunch of times, but we came down here for my wife's job. I didn't have anything. I came to interview here. As I left, I called my wife and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't care what the offer is going to be. I'm going to take it. Like a fit and a culture matters enormously. There's a huge difference in how I get out of bed now than when we were in New York. Like I don't drag out of bed. I pop out of bed.
I unfortunately still drag. Not for,
Well, because you stay up late. I also go to bed at 7:30.
Well, yes. Not recently, yes.
Gary Tarpley asked, do we need a beer taster? No. So we don't do any more drinking during the live streams or the podcasts. Couple reasons for that. The number one is they were getting out of hand. There were a couple podcasts where at the end I wasn't speaking clearly.
You still turn red though.
I still turn around, yeah. I definitely do think, I think it's all the talking.
I think so.
I really do too, or I really do. But I think our podcast has gotten a lot better since we stopped drinking. We have more coherent conversations. Plus, I mean, it's work time. You know?
Well, it's more focused about meat and hunting and stuff like that. Instead, we were asking each other like your favorite beer.
Yes.
And like at places they've gone that no one will ever go to.
Yes. Yep. It is definitely more focused for sure. And for anyone who doesn't know about the Meatgistics podcast, I absolutely recommend you start off with Processing in the Dark. That's where we had a phone conversation with, his name is No Eyes Processor on Meatgistics. He is 100% blind, not just legally blind, but 100% blind. And he makes all sorts of meat products. He called me one day or emailed me wanting information on a slicer. And for anyone that doesn't know what a meat slicer is, it's got a large blade on it that spins incredibly fast. And you use it by putting something on a carriage and then pressing forward on it. So I was real nervous about that until I realized he's been doing stuff like this his whole life.
He's never seen, right?
Yeah, never seen.
Never seen.
After the podcast, he emailed me. He's like, oh, or I think he did a post where he's like, oh, we forgot to talk about me kneeboarding and doing some other like extreme thing. Was it skiing?
Yeah, I was like,
He's an awesome guy.
downhill skiing.
Incredibly awesome guy. Very humble, very.
It was a great conversation.
Yep.
I'm curious to see how the Facebook audience is.
Oh, I keep forgetting that's even there.
Yeah.
Can you check battery on that?
Yeah, definitely.
$37.
Okay, so when that dies, it just dies.
Rocky Four, man.
If he dies, he dies. This is 100% unrelated to anything, but I really do feel like Rocky IV helped end the Cold War.
Mhm.
So as a kid watching that movie, at the end, when the Russian people start cheering for Rocky, I was like, oh, well, they're just people.
So did it.
I mean, everybody loves Rocky.
It's breaking down
I
barriers.
really do feel that kind of.
Your Russian bias was dismantled.
Exactly.
By Sylvester Stallone.
It was.
Did he direct that one too?
I don't
think so.
Has he ever directed anything?
Yeah. Rocky.
Oh, I see John Belvedere. He was the one saying it. All right. Let's draw something. Let's keep it reasonable for cost, but tell me what you want. It's got to be reasonable, not like a stuffer or something like that, but I mean, a Walton's an injector, something like that. The Walton's quick patty maker, that would work. More knives? Oh, chef, no. He wanted the true hone sharpener. That's not happening.
You know what? It looks affordable.
But it's not.
It is not.
It is not. It's at least 1,100. I think it.
But it makes sense.
Let's see what the true
Like
hone is.
it's. I don't know, man. Like I'm sure, like you would imagine, to get a knife as sharp and as default as it was, it would be this giant ordeal. And they have it packaged in this 1984 box.
They have not changed anything in years because there's no reason.
It's perfected.
So that's $1,150 for that true hone. So we're not doing that. All right, so knife. A bunch of people like knives. Big old jug of Ultimate Steak and Roast. Brian, that's genius.
Meter thermometer.
Because I love Ultimate Steak and Roast. I literally don't ever use anything else on steaks anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. I also love making burgers out of it. It's awesome. Knives seem to be mixer's a little bit above what we want to do.
So we're just trying to find a product.
Yeah.
Tell them the
Patty maker and Weston boning knife.
Get rid of that.
Not the Weston boning
Get rid of
knife.
that Weston blender.
More knives with Granton edges. Vacuum bags, knife. Okay, so knife seems to be latex glove. I think we're still limiting that to only commercial customers who've bought from us in the past, I think.
I found some at Walgreens, of all places. Gloves?
Oh, yeah, but they were
Food
super
safe
expensive, right?
Yeah, they were twice the amount of what we would get.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to do a shirt for sure. That will definitely be one of them. Meat bags are still kind of hard to get, so I think Brett would be mad at me if I gave away even a small portion of those.
Aioli sauces.
All right, so we're going to do, did someone say a meter?
She's asking, do you want a meter or a knife? Or is that too much?
What, a meter or a knife?
No, I mean like a meter. It's $100, right?
Well, the meter plus is 90. The meter, I think, is 70 or 80. The stock is my problem. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to draw a winner for a shirt right now. In fact, we'll do whoever wins this gets a shirt and a hat. Oh, shipping is going to hate me. I mean, I draw them all, but it's still a pain for them. But I feel like I say enough good things about our shipping department.
Great.
All right, Ron Letvinuk. Ron, you won a shirt and a hat. Let us know if you're here. We'll give them about 5 minutes. Yep, I put it in there. Okay, so then we're going to do a knife. Cutting boards, Susan, are hard. What we've been doing for cutting boards mostly recently is just these. So don't really have a cutting board to give away.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, I'll talk. I'll say this.
Yes.
So on Meatgistics, there's something called your post count. That's how many posts you've made. And then there's something else called your reputation. That is how many upvotes you've gotten. Austin and I are doing something where you will get a physical thing, not just a badge that you can put on Meatgistics, but a physical thing that will be personalized, each one of them, at the 500 post count, the 1,000 post count, and the 1,500 post count. It's a way for us to say thank you for being a part of the Meatgistics community. In all honesty, guys, I rarely have time to go through all the posts anymore. So it is you guys helping each other out. That's obviously incredibly valuable to us. We really appreciate it. So it's just a little way to say thank you. I'm not going to tell you yet exactly what they are, but each one will be totally personalized.
Ron's here.
So we're pretty excited for that. All right. Ron wins a hat and a shirt. And then now I want to know what I'm going to go with a knife for the other thing.
Yeah.
So what type of knife is the question?
You can probably just do your favorite one again. Or that giant. How much is that Victorinox one, that giant one back there on the left?
That's pretty pricey.
Okay. People want a nice, I don't know, let them choose between a fillet or your knife, right? And how often?
Wait, what happened here?
Dennis wants to know, what does he need to do to send in his grinder knives and plates to be sharpened, and how does he pay?
So call our customer service department. It is 1-800-835-2832. You'll just then put them in a box, put Walton service, and send it to 3639 North Comatera, Wichita, Kansas 67226. That address is on our website. If you scroll all the way down, there'll be a little contact us page. They can take all your information. They won't charge you until your plates and knives have been sharpened, because there are times where a plate or a knife can't be sharpened. But yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. You can send in knives, and we will sharpen it on the True Home. One of my favorite giveaways that we did during one of these was somebody got to send in as many knives as they wanted, and I sharpened them. This guy took full advantage of that. I mean, he sent me in like machetes, seriously, somewhere this long, and I just had a blast doing it. I love sharpening knives, because especially with that True Home, because it's something that's fairly easy to do. It makes an enormous difference, and it's just satisfying. Like, I love mowing my lawn, though I don't get to anymore. Yeah, so everybody wants this knife, huh? I probably should have looked if there was enough in stock to even give that one. Okay, no, good. We have started carrying more of these because I talk about them so much. All right. Yeah, we'll do one of those.
Person has to be here.
Yep. I don't think we've had a single person not be here today.
No.
I did it?
Yeah. At my other gig, if you talk about
I
the
did
inning
it.
we're in,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like a 13-hour game.
All right. So I got a hat and a shirt, a knife. And that is Bradley Kassmeyer. Bradley Kassmeyer.
Sounds like that South Park villain. Hey, Darsh.
Stan Darsh. All right, Bradley, let us know you're here. Joni just butchered a steer. Nice. Congratulations on that.
Joni loves church.
Brad is here.
Way to go. Look at that. Oh, I don't know. He said woo-hoo. I kind of feel...
You have a problem with woohoo?
I've never read it myself. Right? Come on, tell me you've read that.
I'm sure I have. I must have.
All right.
All right. For everyone who is willing to sit through our initial problems, deal with that, be patient with us, I will do another giveaway. I don't know. Let's see more recommendations on what it was. I mean, that Walton's Quick Patty Makers,
It's already boxed up.
right? Yeah. This is a good one. Now you have to have either a stuffer or a grinder for this to be valuable for, but I mean, hopefully you have a stuffer or a grinder. 18 Arrowhead says meat saw again, patty maker,
Send some duck
leather
fat.
apron.
Probably won't do well in the mail.
I want that, need it. Seasoning package. How many people won jerky? I don't feel like I, 1, 2.
You have all your winners written down.
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
But I've only given away 2 things of jerky. Seasoning packet and jerky. Okay, so we've done an apron, we've done knives, we've done plenty of hats, 1 hat and t-shirt. We'll draw 3 more winners. 1's getting this, and 2 are getting jerky and seasoning of their choice. How do I want to do it? Do I want to do it where I list all their names at once and the first person? No, it's painful. All right.
Well, they won't agree with the order.
It's just whatever it shows up on
All
mine.
right, well, tell them whatever shows up on yours first. Yeah, I'd say throw all their names out at once.
Warpack Garner says, I've never done jerky. Is it hard to make it first? I mean, it depends on how well you want to make it. You can just slice the meat somewhat thin, marinate it, and then put it in your oven and then put it in a dehydrator. Or you can go real deep with it, like how we do our Walton's tender jerky, which is what I'll send. Yep, Sinister MD, hardest thing about jerky is cutting it. You want it to be perfect uniform thickness. That's why I recommend you freeze your meat fairly well before you go ahead and slice it, and have a meat slicer instead of trying to do it with some sort of knife. That makes it a lot harder. Yeah, I mean, we worked a long time on that jerky. I've said it plenty of times, but I'm oddly, like, really proud of how that comes out now. We made tons of batches on the way to what we now make. We made a bunch of adjustments.
A lot of sugar.
A lot of what?
A lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar. Dylan, who is the resident meat scientist, though he'd probably hate me saying that, played a huge role in
We
helping me
just
out.
give
on that
like
as
what
well.
his major was, and we'll just tell them that.
He'd be telling me and I would forget. All right, drawing a winner for the quick patty maker. Then we'll do 2 more, and those will both be jerky and seasoning of your choice.
Kentucky Buckbuster, he said, would love to go to Kansas and deer hunt. Don't we know a couple people that
Yeah.
put people up?
For sure?
Yeah.
All right, draw winner. This is for the quick patty maker. If whoever wins doesn't want that, they can take jerky and a seasoning. Winner is Paxton Rasmussen.
Oh, that's a cool last name.
You got 5 minutes or so to let us know. Rasmussen, like the Rasmussen poles, right? Isn't there a pole called the Rasmussen? I think.
There's a Rasputin.
Oh, wow. That was fast.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, dude.
Paxton, do you want this?
Rasmus.
Other option would be a bag of that jerky and a seasoning of your choice. Well, he responded quick.
Dude, he was first. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to watch this to make sure that he wants this and not the jerky.
Want to ask him again in case he
Yeah, so Paxton, do you want this, or would you rather have jerky and a bag of seasoning?
And if he doesn't,
If he
decide,
doesn't answer, I'm
we'll
going to
him
give
a
him
first.
this. Yeah, because that's technically what that is what he won.
Give another 60. Oh, he said Patty.
Where?
I'm on my phone. So.
You're that much faster than mine? It's still not up. Yeah, wow, it just came up. Okay, cool. Paxton gets that.
Some people are minutes behind, but Nothing you can do.
Yep.
You can try refreshing sometimes. Sometimes the chat stays live and the video doesn't. If you bounce around on different apps, so
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
So the chat will be ahead of the video.
Exactly, because
Okay.
that stays live, yeah.
All right. And for one of these upcoming live streams, and it won't be long, there will be a chambered vacuum sealer as a live stream only. Like, you have to be here. We'll do this as one of these things. I've got a chambered vacuum sealer in here that I don't need anymore. So we'll use it. Everybody, some lucky Meatgistics or Walton's live stream viewer will get it. Awesome machine. We just don't use it anymore.
Do you have a sealer at your house?
I've got a chamberless.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
You don't
anything
yeah.
I need, I
That's
live
what I
2
do.
miles away.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll stop back here on the way back from grocery shopping
2
sometimes.
miles. You're making it sound further than it is. A stone's throw away.
Well, it's a hard stone's throw. All right, Lori Schmidt. Lori, let us know you're here. And if anyone's got any more questions, we're getting ready to wrap up, so now's the time. Super sampler of the seasonings for like 20 to 30 with a few tablespoons of each seasoning to try. So the problem with that, Luke, is everything is already packaged up. And obviously we love our retail market. We are growing fast in that market, but our main customer are the commercial places, and they want full bags of seasoning. They want 25-pound batches. They want 100-pound batches. We've asked Excalibur in the past about making smaller batches, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever. But the cost difference is so minute. Like, it's a couple of dollars. So if you could pay $6.99 for 10 pounds of seasoning or $8.99 for 25, it doesn't make any sense. It's because the packaging costs and the change to their process would slow them down so much that it's not enough of a discount to make it worth it. So we do have a cure seasoning and additives breakdown chart on meatgistics.com. If you go to that, at the top there's a bunch of icons with like the map, users. The one all the way over to the right is like a scale that says conversion chart. If you click on that, it'll bring you to it. We are going to be creating a new version of the Meatgistics app. When that comes out, because we're going to redo it, it'll be for both iOS and Android at the same time. And we're going to have a calculator on there that you'll be able to choose your seasoning or the usage of it. And what I mean by usage, like some seasonings say use 1.5 pounds of seasoning to 25-pound batch. So you can either do that or a drop down or something of your exact seasoning, put in how many pounds you're going to make, and it will tell you how much water to add, how much seasoning to add. So that should be helpful. I don't remember why I got onto that.
What was the topic?
I don't know.
I'm trying to
I started talking about the cure or the conversion chart.
Oh,
No, I just started
we were
rambling.
talking about samples.
That's
Which
what it is.
was,
Yeah, the smaller
Well,
batches.
I know why we don't have them because they were like expiring. But when we went to Pheasants Fest, we had little boxes and they came with little samples. I don't even know if they offer those anymore.
I think that's like occasional thing for
brand
like
new
the big amp
Sure.
shows. and
Yeah, I
things
think it
like
was
that.
just leftover.
Yeah, it's not something they do a bunch.
Yeah, because if we had those, that could be
Cool.
a definite like.
All right, L. Schmidt was here, and that was Schmidt. That was jerky and seasoning. All right, last winner of the day. No, we'll have it fixed by next one. We'll have some sort of webcaster. I very much like you being more of a part of this. I just worry that they can't hear you.
I'm already thinking of stuff for that
Okay.
next time. We could plug in some headphones.
Well, no, we're not going to continue doing it off
I
this.
mean,
We'll get something.
yeah.
Yeah, because that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, just tell everybody, we might be showcasing me more because we have a cooler desk over here now. So.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it look cooler first,
Yeah.
though, because it is.
Oh my gosh. So cut and paste.
Yeah. I was thinking earlier about showing everyone the room since we have this easy like mobile thing, but the room's a mess right now, and I'm thinking Brett is probably watching, so I don't want him to see it.
Isn't he the best?
Fat Bob. Fat Bob. Jerky and seasoning. Congratulations, Bob.
And get a lava lamp. I'm on board for that.
Get a lava lamp. Yep, I got Lori as being on there. Justin, I'll contact you. We've had people try to like intercept wins in the past, so pretty careful. There was like a month or 2 months ago, we had a couple where it was questionable, but when you enter the giveaway, it does give me your email address, so I will email you at that address. So chuck is usually the best. Sirloin also works well. A lot of people like to make brisket burgers now, but just like a chuck roast always, I think, makes really good burgers. It's got a good fat content to it. What were you saying, Patrick?
Oh, no, did I say something?
I thought you did.
You're reading my mind though. When question is, when using carrot fiber or sure gel, do I add it the same time as the spices?
So you, just to make sure, you wouldn't use carrot fiber and sure gel together, but yes, add them at the same time as the spices. The only thing that you really want to make sure you're holding to the end of mixing is encapsulated citric acid. Reason being is if you crush that encapsulation and rupture it, it's going to lower the pH of the meat too quickly, and you'll have trouble with bind. Cheese is another one that you can add at the end, though it's not absolutely necessary. Any idea when the next shipment of stuffers will be in? They're in. Oh, I don't think we're out of a single stuffer, but I will check real quick. Unless you're talking about the electric stuffer. We have gone, I am wrong. How many of these are we? No, yeah, we don't have the stuffers yet. Let me see. They're already in a stock. Let me see if.
Oh, they are sold out?
Or I'm
Or is
crazy.
that the back orders?
Or I'm crazy. I might be thinking of just the 11 pound that was back in. That's probably what I'm doing, but let's see here.
What size grinder plate do you use for a burger?
Most of the time, you're going to do a 3/8 for your first and a 3/16 for the second. I'm seeing if I can get a good date on when that stuffers will be in. This definitely won't be firm, but this will give us a good idea. So we are hoping to have them in just a couple of days. So by the end of the week, we will have them. We'll try and put some stuff out on like social media once they come back in. I did not realize that many of them were out of stock. Now we do have the 11 pounds right now, and the 11 pound is the best of your stuffers in my opinion. It's got a smaller piston, so it's easier to turn that crank. And I'm working with a local in Wichita on an add-on for that stuffer that I think will be a huge value add. If we can get this to work, I'm going to make it back compatible. So anyone who bought one of our old stuffers will be able to use this new thing. And I think it's going to add a ton of value. Mysterious.
L. Schmidt wants to know, does the sausage seasoning come with everything I need except casings, or I need to buy other stuff? It's the first time doing that.
Cool. So the number one thing I would do, or I would recommend you do, is go over to Meatgistics University, find the type of sausage you're making, and go ahead and watch those videos. After you've done that, determine what additives you want. But no, the seasoning will come with just the seasoning, and if it's a cured product, like a snack stick, a summer sausage, a little small 1 ounce or 4 ounce, depending on how much you bought, package of Sure Cure will come with it. That is it, though. If you want encapsulated citric acid, if you want a binder, cheese, you have to purchase those as well.
I happen to see that, like, especially first-time users on sausage, even people like I've seen you make almost 100 different things now, and it's still like you don't know when to put in what additive. And for me, it would be like of one of more of a health concern. I don't want to, you know, make anyone sick or anything.
Sure.
So it's like, is there a simple way? Like there's fresh and cured, right?
Mhm.
And then from that list, there's then like you either add stuff or you don't add stuff. But some is preference and some is a necessity.
Correct.
Is there a way for an easy way or
Only
a way
thing-
to steer people?
So everything else, other than if you're making a snack stick or a summer sausage, the cure is absolutely necessary. Other than that, everything else is optional. I mean, literally everything. I will always add some sort of binder to my cured sausage, like Sure-Gel. If I'm making a brat, sometimes I won't add any carrot fiber. Sometimes I will. Yeah, it's just
So snack
beyond the
stick and
sure
summer
cure,
sausage.
everything's optional. So, real quick, since a bunch of people have probably already kind of tuned out, we're going to do something this summer that I think is going to be a big value add to a lot of our customers. Patrick and I are going to go through and we're going to shoot videos for every single sausage, jerky, summer sausage seasoning we have. Then when you make a purchase, we will go ahead and after like a day after you've actually bought it, when it's on its way to you, we're going to send you either an email or an SMS, something with a link to us making that exact product. In that, we're going to talk about how much seasoning per pound of meat to use, how much water, what additives, if any, and just go over like the casings, the flavor profile of it, so that no matter what you're making, we will have a video on making exactly that product. I think that's going to be really helpful. I think it will.
Especially once you're on, I mean, even, let me ask you this. It's awesome to send it to them too, but like if they're on the product description page. We'll
Yeah,
put
oh
the
yeah,
video
we'll
there.
absolutely link from the product page
So you
to
won't
those
have to
videos.
search for it. We're gonna throw it right in your face.
Yep. And beyond that, I would recommend when we do that you watch that video first in case there's a additive you don't have or something like that. So, wait, hold on a second, John. Any there were stuffers? There was something else I saw.
No, Joni, that was just the name of, because we copied.
Oh,
the template.
yeah. I didn't know what she was talking about. Sorry for the live stream. That one on the side that we just copied and pasted real quick, an old one. I made no changes to it. What we might do next one is I don't know whether or not February's winner has claimed it yet because I mistyped in their email. So I'm giving them another 5 days, obviously, to be fair. That was a vacuum tumbling kit that came with an injector, a bunch of different seasonings that are designed to be injected, and the big prize to that was the Marinade Express Pro vacuum tumbler. If Ryan Jones is still on, he has one and absolutely loves it. So, Ronald, we did draw the winner for March's giveaway, and that was Katie McLean. So we will reach out to Katie, and hopefully she'll respond. If she doesn't respond, next month's live stream will include that as a giveaway for just people who joined us.
Bob wasn't there. Fat Bob?
Did he not respond?
I don't think so. Everyone said he wasn't there. Unless they have different information. Or is he under a different name? Oh, there it is. No, that's,
No, Bob Stellick isn't
Okay.
him.
No,
Huh?
well, that's too bad.
All right.
He is our Bob. And I don't see.
I talked to him a decent amount outside of. All right.
And what was he winning again?
It was going to be jerky and seasoning. I'll probably just leave that in there and draw them all there. All right, ready? Dan Fryer. We're going to get down to the point where nobody's
Here.
here. Yeah, everybody's left. So trying to draw a replacement winner is going to take forever.
Just give them if you know them, then.
Yeah, we'll try a couple. We'll just give Dan for. Hey, there you go. Perfect. Thank you for hanging with us, Dan.
And Mark Hammond's here for whatever that.
Cool, Mark. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to take one quick look through redemption. No. Are there any questions that I didn't get to for us? April giveaway. We're going to flip that video live in just a couple of minutes. It's another one of these where you get to choose your own. You're going to get to choose between a Camp Chef Woodwind pellet grill combo smoker or the Camp Chef XXL vertical smoker. They are both Wi-Fi. They're both run off pellets. So far, I absolutely love both of them. Snack sticks in that vertical smoker were top notch. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks. All right. We've never ended one like this before, so I think you just hit that X in the upper right-hand corner. Yep.